Hey guys, welcome back to the channel if you're coming back. If not, welcome. This is Ian Ford, this is Demidov Innovations DW12 IndyCar around Charlotte. Today we're going to have a bit of a talk about how mental abilities and mental strategy comes into play with big races. So one of the main things you can think about in the past is how Alan Prost got the nickname Professor. Obviously he thought well ahead, planned his races in advance, went for consistent lap times, didn't hustle the car or anything like that, just got down to business, got jobs done, and ended up with a couple of world championships. That's the main goal, isn't it? So here we are, you can see me being extremely aggressive, heading into an accident. Knew it was going to come eventually. Hopefully I wasn't going to be smack bang in the middle of it. Now it's just cruise on by, no issues there. That's one of the biggest goals, biggest things that a driver can have, is looking ahead, knowing where the accident's going to be, looking at his competitors, seeing who's good, who's not good when running side by side, all that sort of thing. As we can see here, it was one of the leaders that crashed. Even the fast guys have terrible days. One of the best things you can do is just look at how you can improve your own racing ability. Just not worry about what everyone else is up to. That's probably one of the best things you can do. With all the changeable weather coming into iracing, changeable grip conditions on the track, and even the dynamic track that's coming up in the future, it's going to all come down to whether or not you can just play cool, don't do any silly moves, and just keep your head on, it's going to be all about just making sure that you don't do silly moves, know what you're capable of, know what the car's capable of. I've been in a lot of hot track conditions this week, and it's been absolutely awful, cars sliding everywhere. And I've known a few drivers that absolutely go off their nut when they see this hot conditions, because they think the car turns terrible. They think, they can't drive anymore. They've lost their ability overnight. They've lost their ability from the session 5 minutes ago. They could head into a race and, not even make the first corner sort of thing, because the car's that awful. But it all comes down to whether or not you understand that you know what the car's capable of, you know what you're capable of. If you drive it to that, drive to conditions, know the conditions are different, so you have to readapt. That's probably one of the best things about what I've learned from V8 racing, is no two races are the same. Even if they're the same weather, it is still, the car's constantly changing, constantly trying to kill you in different ways. So it's just about keeping your head, keeping it cool, and trying to get through traffic. So here, this is one of the main things in IndyFix at the moment, is it's a lot of tight racing at high speeds. You got to have faith in everyone else around you. If I have a chance, I go around the high side. It's just the less risky option. I'm not going to plough down into a corner, plough up into another car. I'd rather just take it smooth, keep the tyres fresh. Just so many things I'm thinking of. This is probably about 30 laps into a 60 lap race. It's just all about trying to gain the track position, but not taking too much out of the car, not risking everything in the world for one grand overtake. And that's the way you win championships. I've personally only won one championship so far, but I've been consistently up there enough times to know that you have to play it cool every now and then, even if you have to run 10th for one race just because you got the car set up wrong for the weather, that sort of thing. You may have got a bit frustrated in qualifying and just lost your temper a little bit. You've got to just calm down, think about the job at hand, adapt as quickly as you can, and try and outpace everyone else. One of the best things you can do, guys, is literally just think about where you're braking. Are you one of the last of the late breakers in road courses? If you are, maybe you should move your braking marker just a little bit back, carry the momentum through corners, have more faith in the car. I've noticed with the NASCAR at Watkins Glen this week, heading into turn 1, you can be the last car on the anchors, but you'll just overshoot like the rest of the people around you. It's better just to back it off early, get a run through the corner, get on the throttle early, and then you'll have pace for that next whole entire section of track, all the way up to the bus stop chicane up the top. Even be able to carry extra speed through there, through the carousel, and then make a run down the back straight. It's just all about timing, all about concentrating on where you're good, where you're bad. You just have to figure out where you are in relation to other cars. I've come from, like, you know, 4th, 3rd splits in racing series all the way up to top split, and that's one thing I've noticed, especially while jumping around from car to car. There's guys that drive these cars every day, and they are just astronomically fast in the corners. And for the likes of like the Skip Barber series, there's guys that can carry so much more corner speed than I can. And it's just a case of I can get the power down a lot earlier because I go into the corner a lot softer, because I don't have the confidence in the car, but I have the confidence in myself to just keep on hustling. And as we just saw there on the replay, obviously not using my head, I was just sitting under the gearbox of another car, couldn't get it all the way down to the bottom of the track, and still kept my boot in it. Absolutely binned it. Well, this has been a short chat about mental strategies, mental ideas. Hopefully we can have another chat sooner or later. I'll be posting another video in about a day or two. Hope everyone enjoyed.